2 months after the announcement.
Here we go. Look at this. Look at all this. Oh
Yeah,
my
Chase with the
God.
debut, bro.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's Shoutout and Arsenal from Velo City.
We are back with another Dreamcatcher reaction, guys, and today we are going to be reacting to Dodging Disbandment, the history of Dreamcatcher.
Guys, before we begin, just want to give another massive shout out to all of our KPop requested patrons: Hannah, Jackie, Kristen, Marilyn, Enzio, Karina, and Lara.
Alright, so Jackie, thank you very much for this request. Yo, more Dreamcatcher
Yes,
requests, more
man.
Dreamcatcher videos. So excited.
We love the guide. We love their comeback. Alright, oh my god, yo, it was so sick, man. I am so into Dreamcatcher right now already.
Yo, we're literally all in, man. I'm so ready to start studying them. We're already studying them, to be honest.
Yeah.
So ready to get more into them, like, you know, in terms of videos, in terms of songs.
Exactly.
It's gonna be so
like
sick.
guides, memes, and all of that kind of stuff. All of it is on the table now.
And guys, be sure to join our Discord. It is the best place to keep up with us in real time, talk about all things Dreamcatcher and otherwise.
And guys, just remind you to watch all of our Dreamcatcher reactions and early access and all of our reactions to Road to Kingdom over on our Patreon. Link will be in the description below.
And guys, we are on the road to 50k, so if you would like to join us this journey, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and we'll be doing a massive Q&A live stream once you have the goals. It should be really fun.
Alright, man, shall we get started?
Let's do it, bro.
Alright, a huge shout out to Mera as well for this guide, by the way. In 3, 2, 1.
A quick disclaimer before we get into
Ooh,
it.
narration.
I do not
Yes.
have all the facts.
And subtitles.
Obviously, not every single detail is here.
I like
Every
this.
statistic used is readily available information for anyone who wants to find it. And as always, this video is not intended to point fingers at certain groups or artists, nor start any fan wars. Each and every one of the artists mentioned here is simply a part of understanding the story of Dreamcatcher. If you love Dreamcatcher more than anything, or you couldn't care less about them, wonderful, that's all cool. I just ask that you leave your opinions about the members, your opinions about the fandom, and your opinions about any other artists mentioned here out of your consideration for the video.
Dodging Disbandment.
Other extreme sports as well.
Dreamcatcher has something of a wild story.
Oh,
Yo,
yo, I'm
I'm
liking
not
the
100%
the
sure, but I
direction
think
of
they
the
may or
actual
may not-
yeah,
Yes.
the direction of the video itself.
A full-on documentary
Style. That is so
Mera,
sick.
thank you so much for this
Yeah,
amazing
honestly.
video already. Oh my god. So we don't actually know much about the history. We know
Yeah,
that
they
they
start
were
off as minx, a group of 5
Yep.
members.
Dreamcatcher has something of a wild story.
That's all we know.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think they may or may not be caught up in some cosmic duel between two ancient gods. One who wants them to succeed, and one who wants to destroy them
Yeah,
at all
oh, man.
costs.
So,
Dreamcatcher
yeah, I wonder what
is a
happened
girl
after
group under Happy
Dreamcatcher.
Face Entertainment,
Like-
and they've been around since 2014. Kind of. The group has released 6 mini albums of reasonable success. Kind of.
Yeah, like they
And they achieved their first win in September of 2019.
Oh.
Kind of.
Kind of,
There's a
yeah.
lot to unpack about the history of Dreamcatcher,
of.
especially since they weren't even always Dreamcatcher.
Minx.
Over the years, the group has attracted a rather convoluted legacy, and when you look at it all laid out, there's something about Dreamcatcher that seems to be constantly dodging out of the way of danger.
Look at the MVs,
While there
man.
have
Yeah.
been some touch-and-go moments regarding failure or even disbandment, Dreamcatcher seems to be doing some serious gymnastics to keep themselves
Oh
in
my
the game.
God.
Let's go back in time.
Okay, we're going back
August
to minx.
9th, 2014. It all started in the summer of 2014 at the Oak Valley Summertime Festival. It's nighttime and the stage is dark.
Yo, again,
Overhead,
I
the
love
inner
this.
promenade
Yeah,
set
I love
announced
this.
the
Yeah.
Like,
performance.
The storytelling is amazing.
yeah.
Lights up. 5 girls
we
in
go.
what can only be described as pure 2014 fashion take the stage under the name Minx. They perform 3 songs.
Yeah, very
all
like
singing and dancing
happy-go-lucky
and
kind
smiling
of
at the
theme,
audience.
isn't it?
They
Their
laugh,
group.
they wave, they joke around with the audience, and everyone seems to be having a good time.
I feel a butt.
And there they go, off into the evening. September 15th, 2014. About a month later, a company known as Happy Face Entertainment announced that that's
yeah.
their new girl group, and they're set to
okay.
debut that fall. Happy Face has had a decent number of different names, but for the ease of the story, I'll be referring to them as Happy Face Entertainment or just Happy Face. A couple of things to know about them before we get into the goods. Happy Face is not the richest company, but they're very much average. They're not as
Okay.
rich as Woolham or Stone, but they have enough money to give their artists comebacks and promotion when the board meetings say the omens are right. Happy Face was founded by a production duo called E-Tribe. You may recognize them as the producers of a little song called G. Happy Face aren't tiny, they aren't massive. Now back to the story.
Okay, so just some
September
context on
18th,
them.
Yeah, this
2014.
is the sound effects there.
great.
It's actually so well done.
An MV, a debut MV,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, yo.
Bro,
Oh.
the voices are as amazing as ever. I love their voices, man.
Minx debuted as a 5-member girl group with their song Why Did You Come to My Home? The song was pop influenced by hip-hop, and the music video followed a pretty standard 2014 concept, complete with the shorts and sweaters combo and thigh-high socks. Oh, and the random shots of girls in packaging. Remember when that
Oh,
was a
wow.
thing?
Oh,
The
well,
group
I-
promoted
I've
their
never heard
debut
about
for
that.
over
I mean,
a
we only
month,
just
finishing
got
off
into
the
K-pop,
October. Right now, Minx looked like a proper mid-2010s girl group, a baby girls' day Ursa star. They debuted with some pretty intense competition, including but not limited to Very Good, La Boom, Mamamoo, Lovelies, and Red Velvet.
Wow, see,
The song didn't have a
they had
mini
so
album,
that
which
much
may or may not have
competition.
been the bestest idea ever, as the song didn't quite manage to chart.
oh,
during the
it came out
but
as
being
its
a
own,
debut,
yeah,
there was
on
room
its
to
own.
grow, and maybe fortune would favor the bold. July 1st, 2015. Or maybe not. 10 months later,
We know this
Minx
song.
Oh, yeah, we
released their
saw-
first
we've
mini
seen
album,
this.
Love
There we
Shake,
go.
in July of 2015. The
bit of
song
it
and
anyway.
music video were all about summer romance, and the whole thing resembled an appeal to the many, many cutesy, innocent concepts
But
of
the
summer girls
competition,
looking
I
for
guess.
love. Now, we've talked about the 2015 scene before, but let's take another look at it. Oh My Girl debuted. Twice debuted.
Wow.
Red Velvet released their first full album. Girls'
We know
Generation
all of these
released
names.
Love
Yeah.
Heart.
And
Both
we,
musically and visually, Love
I knew all of these names before we even got
Before
into
getting,
K-pop.
oh right,
yeah,
I get
yeah.
you.
released their first full album. Girls' Generation released Lionheart. Both musically and visually, Love Shake didn't stick out from the pack.
Yeah.
The
Versus
whole thing
debuts,
was later
right?
Wow.
described as a red
Competition
ocean,
stuff.
meaning that there was absolutely
Yeah.
no space for a
Cutesy.
concept like Minx's to
Uh-huh.
stick
Yeah,
out
yeah.
with everyone else in the industry. What Happy Face really wouldn't want right now is one of the most powerful groups in romance and dance genres to debut within 20 days of this comeback.
G-Friend just dropped.
Sounds really nice.
Yeah.
So also we have G-Friend, one of the most powerful debuts of the year, occurring in
Wow,
the
that
same
was a
month.
tough month.
Let's talk numbers. Eliminating the outliers, the average sale
This is
count
sick,
for a
man.
global debut
This is
album in
infographic.
2014
Wow.
was around 3,780. In 2015, the average was roughly 5,060, with outliers eliminated. Minx's debut mini album, Love Shake, made under 2,000 sales. That's under average for both 2015 and 2014.
I
Not
wonder
the
how much
worst,
they were
but not the
expecting.
best.
Or, like projected
Yeah.
Now,
sales.
for a lot of groups, this is unfortunately a symbol of doom.
Yikes.
It's much harder to keep yourself afloat without some form of album unless you're a big three group. By splitting off their first song from their first album by nearly a year, it looked like Minx's debut project might have caved in on itself. But the team over at Happy Face Entertainment had kind of an
complete
unconventional
rebrand,
idea. In November of 2016,
there
Happy
you go.
Face announced that the group was going to re-debut under a new name. Happy Face pulled Minx from the shelf and got to work.
Great.
Wow.
New production design, new imagery,
Risky
new sound,
move,
an
but-
entirely new instrument team was brought in. Superbomb was brought in to produce new songs.
Nice.
2 new members, Gahyeon and
Yeah.
Handong, were
Yep.
added to the lineup. 2 months after the announcement
Here we
was
go.
made,
Look at this. Look at all this. Oh
Yeah,
my
Chase with the
God.
debut, bro.
Yep.
Look at this. Yo, can I just say as well, yeah? Look how different this song is compared to the first, and you know, just the kind of theme that they all went for as Minx. Okay.
Yeah.
Not just risky for the company it was, but the girls, they completely adapted to everything that they did here.
Exactly,
Like it's
exactly.
completely different, but man, oh
Yeah.
man, is it amazing?
I feel like they own it as well.
yeah,
That's
they
the thing as
absolutely
well,
own it.
like-
Yeah, because we obviously knew Dreamcatcher before Minx, right? And we
Yeah.
heard, I believe it was Boca, but we heard first.
Yes,
And it,
yeah.
it just felt like they owned it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you got Chase Me, which
The
literally,
debut.
that's a debut, bro. No, honestly,
So
massive,
crazy,
massive
man.
hats off to them, man.
I still love this as
That's
one
what
of
I'm
my,
saying.
like
One of the best songs
yeah.
ever. What a
The
Yo,
vibe
what
is
song,
just
man.
so good.
And then of course followed by Good Night.
the
Dreamcatcher.
artist formerly
Wait,
known
what did it
as
say? I didn't. Oh, Dreamcatcher.
Dreamcatcher.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Far from it. Uh-huh.
J-Rock,
Again,
the anime
so
kind of
much
esque.
anime.
Yeah. Anime openings, anime endings.
Yeah.
Speaking of anime, they just did the opening for King's Raid
Yes,
as well.
yes, which was,
For
oh my,
anime.
we only had a
Yeah.
bit of it and we
Yeah.
loved
It
it,
sounds
man.
so great, man.
Bruh. Oh, we're getting storyline
Yeah.
information too.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah. Was they what? Were they the? Oh. I wonder if they
Yeah.
were like one of the first kind of groups like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Good Night. We haven't listened to Fall Asleep in the Mirror yet. I can't wait to listen to
Oh
that.
my god.
During the album, preferably without the 10-month wait in between. At this point, it had already been around 4 months. Then 5.
Oh no, so what happens? This is
Then
the
6.
hardships as Dreamcatcher then. Let's see. Oh, Fly High.
Oh, we're getting some spoilers, but it's alright,
Yeah,
we're
that's okay,
gonna
that's
listen
cool.
to all of these anyway. Can't wait.
Got it in just before 7. Dreamcatcher's first ever EP, titled Prequel, hit on July 27th with the A-track Fly High. Prequel hit like a grenade, peaking at 4 in Korea and
Wow.
selling over
Oh,
11,000
wow,
copies.
bro.
Remember what 2017 was
Yeah,
for
that
the
blew
industry
up.
at the time? Coming back wasn't just about returning to End Countdown or Music Bank.
There's
No.
more.
It was about getting on the damn plane and getting yourself a ticket to the Western music market. Boom. The album hit top 5 on the Billboard World Albums.
Oh,
and went
bro,
number
oh
one
my.
number one
on
US
the
iTunes.
Yo.
K-pop chart.
Bro.
iTunes was still a thing at this point, if you're wondering. All in all, it was a pretty successful comeback.
Oh, yeah, what is it
No,
now?
the
That's
Apple
Spot-
numbers
Music?
yeah.
weren't
Apple
even
Music.
Oh,
G
and
numbers or
Spotify.
anywhere near the top 3.
streams.
But the album performed well enough that in August, Happy Face announced that Dreamcatcher was getting a world tour. October 2017. Dreamcatcher had promoted almost exclusively as one unit since debut,
Okay.
likely to cement the theme of permanence and dedication to the new group project after the
Look
loss
at the
of
dancing,
Minx.
man.
Yeah.
It had been important during those first few years for them to appear as one solid team that wouldn't crack under the pressure of a demanding market. But now, with a slightly more stable grip on their group
Unit
identity, they would need
Solo?
to flesh out their public
Oh,
images as
okay, so
individuals.
solo kind of
Up
promotions
until now,
as well.
Dreamcatcher had largely stayed within their own bubble. In early October, Happy Face announced that Dreamcatcher and other Happy Face entertainment artists such as D-Once and trainee group HNB would be joining the ranks of Mix9, a survival show created and owned by
Whoa.
YG Entertainment.
Snap!
The goal was to promote the group on widespread
That's dope.
television, show off different sides of the group,
Oh,
and most
wow.
importantly, give the public a taste of what Dreamcatcher members were like as
Interesting.
Wait, hold on.
individuals.
I need to.
Yeah,
okay,
YG, yeah.
hold on.
That
So,
Dreamcatcher and other Happy Face entertainment artists such as D-Once and trainee
Wow.
group HNB would be joining the ranks of Mix9,
That
a
is
survival
very,
show
very
created and owned by YG
interesting.
Entertainment.
what happens at the end of
The
Survival
goal
Show?
was to promote
Okay,
the
yeah.
group on
I
widespread
mean,
television,
I think even just
show
being
off
on it
different
would
sides
promote
of the
them, isn't
group,
it?
and
But,
most importantly,
like-
give the public a taste of what Dreamcatcher members were like
Fair,
as
okay,
individuals.
okay. So that's the goal. Yeah.
Mix9 was a sandbox
Look at
for
that.
idols of
Look at
various
that.
companies to show off not only their physical skills, visuals, and overall idol appeals, but also start promoting their own personalities. One of the key necessities to longevity in the industry is personal attachment. Much of the K-pop industry is designed to sell fans an idol, a person to get attached to. For a group like Dreamcatcher, advertising your own personalities is crucial to drawing in fans who might not know or otherwise care for your music. Fans are more likely to support a group they feel personally connected to and involved with, and this is extremely notable about girl groups in particular,
Well, I never actually
which can
thought of it
sound pretty
that way.
Machiavellian, but that's
Yeah.
another can of worms.
Oh.
What it meant for Dreamcatcher was that the fans who enjoyed the group at large and the potential fans in the making could see the members' personalities and
Yeah.
become more attached to them. It would give Dreamcatcher 7 more selling points.
Yeah,
On top
wow.
of that, a show like
That's
Mix9
superb.
would, in theory, contribute to the message that Dreamcatcher were committed to impacting and succeeding in the market. By getting together idols from all over the industry to mingle with, compete against, and befriend each other,
Yeah.
Mix9 would, again, in theory, allow the members of Dreamcatcher
theory,
to
snap.
announce
So what happened
themselves as
then?
integrated players within the business, true competitors with skin in the game. Mix9, like the Produce series,
Oh my God,
was a unique
look,
space
bruh.
for seeing idols
Choreo is
outside of their
mad.
own
Yeah.
groups and allowing fans to get to know Dreamcatcher through groups they already
Look at
love.
Damie's
It
stage
appealed to
presence,
many
man.
fans to
Exactly.
see their idols friends with other idols, and it was helpful for idols to hone their promotion skills with other professionals. The show began in late October, and 4 members of Dreamcatcher, Jiyu, Shiyeon, Yuhyun, and Dami, were there to compete
Dami,
against
okay.
94 other
94.
94.
Talent-wise, it actually went pretty well. The members were recognized
Jiu's
for their
hair looked
skills and
amazing.
development, each one receiving a rank of B or higher.
Oh, wow,
Out of the
you get
98
graded.
female participants, Yuhyun ranked in the top 9
Okay.
during
Oh,
the showcase
nice.
section, and Jiyu ranked at number 4 in
Ooh,
episode
let's
4
go.
and
Wow.
number 7 in episode
Amazing.
5. Things were just starting to heat up. There were some great performances and some
So
rather
look, everyone
awesome-
gets single grade, single like numbers
Yeah.
out of the entire like people participating. So not just groups. You get individual
Exactly,
scores basically. It's
exactly.
just madness.
moments from both the members of Dreamcatcher and the other idols they were working with.
Bro,
flow,
look at everyone.
Yeah,
oh, yo,
yeah.
everyone's hyping her up, man. I love it.
Win
Bruh.
or lose, joining Mix9 would only serve to help Dreamcatcher,
Yeah,
as
yeah.
long as everything
Yeah,
went
yeah.
according to plan.
Oh, these.
As long as
What happened, man? Yeah,
What
what
about
happened?
that?
bro.
About 3/4 of the way into the show, Dreamcatcher's
no.
activities
Look at
in Mix9 came to a sudden
That was a
halt.
great choreo.
Yeah.
Practically out of nowhere,
Why? What happened?
Dreamcatcher
Oh,
packed
wow,
up
you
their
serious?
stuff and never returned. Happy Face released a statement saying
Oh,
they were
snap.
officially pulling Dreamcatcher
God.
from the show, and
Wow.
instead, the 4 girls would rejoin the other members and participate in a tour through Brazil. It was a mixed bag to say the least. While a
Oh,
tour was
it's because-
certainly bringing more money,
Yeah.
there was a gold mine of potential publicity to
Yeah.
be found in Mix 9. The members had accumulated decent rankings,
Yeah.
and presumably the other industry benefits of joining Mix 9 would have strengthened
Yeah.
as the competition continued. With just 6 episodes left, the
That's a
decision
very
seemed dicey.
interesting
Until, well, I don't even need to tell you, do I?
Oh no. Oh.
Wait. Whoa!
They pulled out with. Oh my god.
Wow, look at the stocks. Yikes!
Oh my god.
Mix 9
What happened?
flatlined
Yeah,
and
what
everything
happened?
went kaput. Upon finishing its run in December and announcing the winning group for debut, YG Entertainment canceled
wonder
the
why. What
entire
happened?
project. Money went down the drain, months of time spent was now wasted, and YG stock completely crashed.
Oh my
The
goodness.
companies and idols involved were screwed
That's
to high
so
hell.
savage.
For all
What?
intents and purposes, Dreamcatcher had basically sailed
Yeah.
off the island just before the volcano exploded.
Look at that, man. The premonition.
Bruh.
Oh my goodness.
My lucky strike.
That sounds sick.
Now,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
true there's no way Happy Face could have foreseen this. In fact, the idol who ranked highest in the entire show was Woo Jin-young, and 3 guesses what company he came from.
Oh.
It can't be stated enough how damaging
yeah.
the failure of
Right.
Mix 9 was to its participants. Happy Face themselves proceeded to file a lawsuit against YG
Wow.
Entertainment for 10
I mean, that's
million
that's
won.
so many
Later,
months.
Happy Face started to reveal a fuck ton of the underhanded actions done by YG during the course of the show,
Wow.
including but not limited to YG unfairly extended contracts management period from 4 months to 3 years, which is extremely dangerous to smaller
Yeah, that's a
companies.
long time.
They coerced Happy Face and their artists into agreeing to the new terms under the threat of cancellation, refused to fulfill their side of the agreements by covering fees such as transportation, training, clothes, and so on, and refused to pay any of the money that was owed to Happy Face for use of songs, trainees, and other material. Happy Face described the entire process as the overuse of power by a large entertainment agency with strong influence. Happy Face said this of the lawsuit: "More than to be compensated for all the damages we have received, this is a symbolic amount filed in our hopes that Korean popular culture will progress healthily without the overuse of power by large companies." In early 2019, we would find out that Happy
okay.
Face withdrew this lawsuit, and there is definitely some speculation about what went
Yeah,
down
I
behind
can
closed
imagine. Fair
doors.
enough, yeah.
Regardless, it was a disaster. Now let's get back to Dreamcatcher. In all honesty, it seemed that Dreamcatcher had miraculously dodged a bullet and were promoting their music internationally with the Fly High World Tour. By the power of sheer dumb luck, Dreamcatcher were out
Look at
promoting the
that.
world, and by the end of the year,
Yeah.
the world was starting to pay attention. Chase Me was included in
Chase
Billboard's
Me.
Best K-pop Songs
Yeah,
of 2017
amazing,
at
man,
number
amazing song.
19, and the group was crowned number 3 for Billboard's Best New K-pop Acts. Things were starting to look up, and with that, the year wrapped.
All right.
Kicking off 2018, Dreamcatcher celebrated their first anniversary with a fan meet. All 400 tickets sold out within minutes. While Dreamcatcher may have not been the
imagine.
biggest group in the world, their work in the past year had started to bring
Yeah.
in
No,
dedicated
for sure,
fans.
for sure.
Celebration included the release of
Oh, look at the
revamped
outfits, man.
material,
That's
Yeah,
new
yeah,
releases,
yeah.
and the release of their fan-dedicated single, Full Moon. There was also an announcement of a March comeback.
Ooh.
Time passed, they wrapped up their tour activities, and March arrived. They released
Wow,
their
man.
official name for the fan base, but no comeback. The month went on,
Oh, serious?
no comeback.
Oh.
March ended,
Wow,
April
what?
began, and still no comeback.
I wonder what happened.
Eventually, Happy Face announced that the album had been
Well,
delayed.
after the
and
date.
fans
Yeah,
were starting
yeah,
to get
after the date
antsy.
was, I think it was supposed to be
Dreamcatcher
hap-
did
supposed to
not
be in
have a
March.
good history regarding album delays, and the last thing anyone wanted was a
Yeah.
re-debut.
Especially.
April closed out with no sign of
Dang.
Dreamcatcher.
A whole month later
Moving into
after.
May, Happy Face was utterly vacant. None of the members were making announcements.
wonder what was going down,
and
man.
the radio silence
Yeah.
was starting to scare people.
That's the worst thing, bro.
What
When,
was
Yeah.
going on?
when no one says anything.
Finally, something gave way.
Okay.
An official announcement told the fans that Dreamcatcher
Yes.
were named ambassadors for Microsoft's blockchain security technology.
Everyone said,
that's-
what?
Everyone said,
Where's the album? We want the album.
"What?
Yeah.
Come on, this isn't a comeback. Where's the comeback? I
That's-
thought we were getting a."
Oh, there you go.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, wow, what a song! Yo, Dreamcatcher!
Yeah.
Always bangers, man.
I'm trying not to like pay attention properly so we can listen
we
to
can listen properly, right?
But we can't help
yo,
it. Can't help
I'm
it.
in love with all of their songs already, man. Yeah.
And then Dreamcatcher dropped You and I. On May 10th, Dreamcatcher released their second album, Escape the Era. 6 songs, a budget update, and a hit on the
Oh,
charts.
okay, cool.
The comeback peaked at number 3
Wow.
on the Gaon chart and debuted at number 7 on Billboard World Albums.
But do you think delaying it
The
hurt
comeback centered
or?
around their iconic sound while also playing well to industry interests. The styling, choreography, and album.
Oh my god, gotta
Bro,
rewind
no
that.
way! She did it afterwards
Bruh.
too.
The styling, choreography,
Oh my god,
and
she's
album.
so. No, she did it. She's gonna do it again with
While
the.
also enjoying them with
Wait, I
elements
missed it.
of the
She
styling,
did it again with the
choreography,
candy
and
stick.
album maintain their
Like-
unique traits
Oh,
while
yeah,
blending
yeah.
in
Oh my
elements
god.
of Girl Crush
Bro.
and BPM.
Come on, MV, man.
At the moment, the comeback sparked heat in the industry, and the
Wait,
fan
so what was
bases
happening in the
were
thing? I mean,
hottest
we're looking at the
songs.
MV. Okay, we're gonna have to see
Industry
it. Let's see.
interests. The styling, choreography, and album maintain their unique traits while also imbuing them with elements of Girl Crush and
yeah,
BPM,
okay.
2 of the hottest dishes on the table at the moment. The comeback sparked heat in the industry, and the fanbase expanded into the mainstream. This was a good sign, because despite the touring projects Dreamcatcher had done the past year, they had yet to solidify a foothold across the ocean. UNI didn't draw blood in just the Korean market. Suddenly, the international fanbase was stoked from the embers,
Love to hear it.
and Dreamcatcher rose from the ranks of cult favorite to commercial
Yes.
success. It was looking more and more like UNI was going to be the song that solidified Dreamcatcher
Okay.
for good.
Nice.
They had a really good week. And when I say a week, I do mean a week.
Oh, is she saying
For a
just?
full 7 days,
Okay,
it was
okay.
Dreamcatcher's World. They received
My
their first ever
God.
nomination for a win with UNI, and then
Oh, Fake
BTS
Love by
dropped that
BTS,
song,
yeah. Oh, yo, this sounds
Yeah,
nice.
we haven't had Fake Love yet.
Yeah.
to be fair, it didn't matter who you were shunted out the door when Love Yourself Tear dropped. Popularity disparity. Now we're gonna hit some confusion in the storyline. Sensing the growth of their popularity, the group went into something
Choreo's
of a
just so nice.
frenzy.
Yeah, I know.
Riding the high of UNI, they released a third mini album in September as part of their What comeback.
Bro, their songs, man.
I'm getting
their
chills,
voices.
man. I'm getting chills. Wait, I want to see how they look. Remind me of Assassin's Creed. Yeah, I mean, like you know when you have half of the.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
fair,
yeah.
fair. I hear you.
Man.
And officially broke the 30,000 sales mark for a mini album. The album charted at number 2, which
Wow.
remains their highest position
Number
of all time as of the
2.
making of this video. They had a Japanese debut, and while they were met with some initial success, the activities in Japan remained largely
okay, right.
unrealized. 2019. Regardless, they had another comeback on February 13th of 2019 with The End of Nightmare.
Oh my god, that's
and
scary.
its single
This is scary, even she's scared. But the song sounds amazing though, as always.
Oh,
With Dami with short hair.
oh my god.
They say, bro!
Oh, I get it. It's-
I believe this
Bro.
is when Happy Face rebranded as Dreamcatcher Company, but
Oh, there
some
we go.
sources also say that it was a sub-label known as Dreamcatcher Company. Bless their hearts, I have no idea what they put in the water at Happy Face. And then off they went on yet another tour.
Touring so much.
Here's where
Yeah.
things start to get
Touring
Shakespearean,
comebacks,
and
like,
I
they're
mean
so
that
busy.
in the bucket loads of pathetic fallacy way. And no, pathetic fallacy has nothing to do with the word pathetic meaning desperate or depressing. Rather, everywhere Dreamcatcher went, things started to go wrong.
no. How?
Their concert in Jakarta was completely shut
Oh,
down
it's
for
like
reasons
things
that
like
were
that,
not
luck like
explained.
this,
Yeah.
There were scheduling conflicts and issues with tickets, and one of the theaters caught
What?
fire and burned down. Everything was
What?
going pear-shaped. After the tour, more Japanese promotions were released, but they went nowhere. In hopes of reigniting fan morale, the group opened applications for their official fan club that summer, but even then, little news came out of it and the whole affair slipped under
Dang.
the waves.
What?
While Dreamcatcher seemed to be anywhere and everywhere and their comebacks were reaching decent upfront numbers, there was something off about their success. No matter how frequent the comebacks or how long the
Just one
tours,
poppin'.
Dreamcatcher couldn't seem to create a sense
It's like
of
short
longevity.
bursts.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
spaghetti
yeah.
wasn't sticking to the wall. And after a few
What
weeks of
thing?
initial success, Dreamcatcher's prominence would fade and take a backseat to everyone else in the industry. They seemed to be relying almost entirely on reappearance
yeah,
power.
yeah.
But in the grand scheme of things, it seemed that not many people outside the immediate fandom would notice that they went silent. Dreamcatcher's streak of good luck had short-circuited, and the members were rightfully exhausted. It was time to take a break, get some air, and come back when everyone was good and ready. In the meantime, Happy Face did what they
Oh,
do best.
Again, yeah?
Something
What do they do this time?
unconventional. Happy Face started having board meetings with Vespa,
Okay.
an indie game developing company based
Oh,
Oh.
King's Raid, right? I don't know.
Hello. Yes, Handshake. A handshake for you.
I like your tie.
I'm not wearing a tie.
The food would be provided.
I love
Yo, again, Mera, huge shout.
Honestly, yeah, this is
Kill
amazing.
one of the members and have her come back from the
Oh
dead.
my
So
goodness.
here's my idea. Give Chi-Yu a big fucking sword.
Yes, exactly.
I was thinking the same thing.
Fantastic.
That's all I've ever wanted.
Match made in heaven. On September 18th, we finally saw what all those board meetings
Alright.
have been about.
Oh,
There we go, that's all
right. Deja vu comes.
Oh my goodness.
Look at the contrast as well between the two concepts. Or styles, bro.
Yeah.
Deja Vu was unlike anything Dreamcatcher had done before. The comeback was a collaboration
King's
with
Raid.
Vespa's mobile game King's Raid,
Oh, so Deja-
which contributed
what?
to the expensive and dramatic
Oh,
visuals in the music video.
wow.
That
my
usual
God.
Dreamcatcher core was now combined with an emotional ballad, and it gave them their first charting song in the K-pop Hot
Bro.
100. The album
In the
rated
entire
3,
K-pop
hit
industry.
number 3 and became their highest-selling album of all time.
Wow.
There
Yeah,
was
like, look at
still
the
one
set pieces.
milestone that Dreamcatcher and their fandom had
A
yet
win,
to crack,
a,
first win
yeah.
on a music show. They'd come close in the past year, but hadn't quite managed to snag one. With the emerging success
No,
of
but I
Deja
know
Vu,
the answer
they
to
might
this
have their
because
shot.
people are still hoping
Deja
for a
Vu
win.
was
Yeah.
nominated for a win by SBS's music show,
For
The
Odd
Show,
IPs, Odd
Yeah,
and
Odd
many
Eye,
fans
please.
crossed their fingers in hopes that Dreamcatcher would take home their first win. That night,
먼저 사전에 집계된
How close do they get?
점수입니다.
Wait, I wonder what those labels are.
Yeah. Oh, so they won in that one.
5,000, bro.
집계된 실시간 앱투표 점수를
What?
Total
Wait, hold
score.
on. Oh,
실제의 주인공은
Wait, so they yeah,
Oh,
look,
yeah,
they,
yeah.
they lost by just a bit, man, by 11.
Oh my god.
Look, 61, 7861, 7850.
Well, I mean, congrats to Everglow, though.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, for sure.
the winner of the night was Everglow, taking
Yeah,
home their
exactly.
first
Yeah,
I
win.
mean,
Yeah.
I'm gonna label this entire section alleged.
Yeah, so we'll take
There
it
are
with a grain of
details
salt.
that
Yeah.
can't be confirmed about certain parts of this issue, and there's so many different parts to what happened, and a lot of it is loosely translated from Korean into English. I encourage you to do your
Right,
own
so
research
I guess
and
some
come
things
to
could
your
be lost
own
in translation.
conclusions.
and all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Anyway, on to what happened as best as I could research. Just a little while after the show announced its winner, fans and non-fans of Dreamcatcher began speaking out against the final scores, claiming miscalculation and even fraudulent
I mean, it was a
behavior.
close score, so I guess fans were just
So,
like,
There's a lot
going.
of controversy surrounding these numbers here. After the controversy gained some traction, a few fans started to claim that these numbers were already confirmed accurate and that the controversy was based on lies. As of now, there is absolutely no confirmation on any website in any language from any source that these numbers are accurate. Yes, if you add these numbers straight down, you do get 7,861 and 7,850. However, the addition of these numbers isn't what the outrage was about. It's that these numbers allegedly should have never existed like this to begin with, and that the calculation that was done to create them was fudged. So what went wrong?
I wonder how you get those numbers.
I'm basically
Yeah,
going to be
that's
summarizing
no
several
idea.
articles
Oh,
that
here
broke
we
down
go.
the calculation process, the faulty results, and
I
why
feel like it's
people were
gonna go
saying
over
it
our
could have
heads.
been intentional
Yeah.
skewing. All of this information is readily accessible. I encourage you to look at them. One of the primary articles I'm looking at is this one by X Double Star, who, while not a website I'm deeply familiar with, provided a decent amount of verifiable information. I'm going to be paraphrasing a lot from them. Credit to the breakdown goes to X Double Star. Basically, Row 2 is where fans claim things went wrong. According to X Double Star, we can establish beyond reasonable doubt that wrongdoing took place. Basically, three major things happened here. The first is that several points were shaved off of Dreamcatcher's YouTube score. Here is the viewer board of The Show. Based on the show's own data, the score Dreamcatcher should have received was 1,472 points, higher than what they were actually given, which means the show had data that gave one result, and yet somehow another number showed up. But the second thing happened in the category Expert Preferences. What is Expert Preferences? It's basically a category where the broadcast can award
trying
points
to
to
be
groups
quiet so I can
based
take
on
all
what
this
they
Yeah,
information
consider
exactly.
preferences
I mean, we can
best
pause it and
for.
come back.
But this category has long been disputed by practically every fandom in the industry
Oh.
and even some
Oh, wow.
companies, and is largely considered a place where shows just skew points to
I mean,
favor certain
expert, yeah, I
groups.
guess.
Yeah.
like,
In
it's-
this episode
it looks
of
like
the
it's
show,
preference, doesn't it?
CLC
So it's
and
like
Everglow
votes.
both received full scores of 1,500 points for expert preference.
Wait,
and
Dreamcatcher got
Dreamcatcher
0.
received a 0, which
Wow.
came as a shock to some people. But even with a 0, Dreamcatcher still would have won.
Okay, yo, that's
In order
mad.
for Dreamcatcher to receive the lower final score
what
that
happened?
they did,
What was the last thing?
experts had to have given them less than the minimum
Oh.
amount of 0 and then masked it by announcing 0. Here's how that works. And again, these are all just claims as far as I know. Let's say that all the other data the show published in this section, except for expert preferences, was completely
I'm
accurate.
surprised they even published this, to be honest, you know?
How
Yeah.
can you give it 0?
That's what is mad about it.
Wait, expert pref?
Thing is, yeah.
Unless you had like only 2 out of 3.
The thing is, I'm not sure how expert preference works. Does it mean that if you prefer one group to the other two, does that mean you're technically giving 0 to the other groups?
But there's
is that what that
2 here,
means?
though.
So does that mean that everyone who voted, no one liked Dreamcatcher more than? Is that what it means? I'm not sure.
yeah,
how,
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know
If
how it
it's a
works.
number
But,
of
or if
judges
anyone should get
or-
at least something. But it looks like,
Now,
yeah, I
let's
don't know.
remember that the minimum score for expert
Oh, there we go.
preference is apparent.
Look, no expert should be allowed to give a score lower than 0. I mean, lower than 0, I guess. So I guess you can still give 0. But it's kind of mad. But I don't think that means if you like one group, it means
How
that
can
you
you give
have
a-
to give another group 0. You get me?
How can you give a
Lower than
score?
0.
Yeah.
Negating points.
Currently 0. When you calculate the full score, giving Dreamcatcher an absolute 0 in expert preferences, their final score for this section is 1,972 points. But the final score that the show released for Dreamcatcher
that
was
bit.
1,850, 122 points below the possible minimum score. How did the show give them a score over 100 points below the minimum? Fans are saying that they gave Dreamcatcher negative points in this category.
Oh.
Allegedly, Dreamcatcher was given negative points in a category where you can't get negative points,
But
which
and
would
then
mean
they
that
put
their
it
score
on
was
somewhere
deliberately
else.
subtracted. Dreamcatcher would have been given a false score on behalf of the show.
The master was-
And if these weren't simple computer errors, this would be cheating. Several fans and non-fans alike recalculated the scores using the minimum possible of 1,472 points. And based on the results, even if Dreamcatcher had scored an actual 0 in expert
They still would've
preference,
won.
which again is absurd to begin with, they still would have beaten Everglow for first place. This led many fans to conclude that the show fudged Dreamcatcher's score and even subtracted points from it so that they could edge them in just under Everglow. If this is what happened, subtracting points from a group's score is tampering with a group's ability to win, and that directly impacts a group's success in the industry. So it's not really a surprise that some fans were disappointed and untrustworthy after the strange results were posted. Now, it's time to remember that this is not
Of
under
course,
any
yeah,
circumstances Everglow's
Yeah, of course.
fault. Everglow as a group had absolutely nothing to do with the way the show's
Yeah, I mean,
scores
all
were
of this is just
calculated.
claims,
And no one
isn't
can
it? So
deny that they are a
nothing's ever
monster rookie
confirmed
group
anyway.
with tons of support. In the end, this is just as much a blow
I mean,
to
that data's
Everglow
the
Yeah,
as it is to
biggest,
Dreamcatcher.
yeah, exactly.
Everglow were last thing they'd want is a fraudulent first win,
Yeah,
especially
exactly.
regarding all the heated tensions around rigging right now. And of
Oh my
course, this
God.
is not the first time a music show has given a win to the wrong group.
Wow,
What?
man.
In May of 2016, KBS's Music Bank gave first place to AOA for Good Luck, when the actual win belonged to Twice for Cheer Up. In May of 2019, Mnet's and Countdown gave first place to New East for Bet Bet, when the win really belonged to Oh My Girl for the 5th season. Something about the month of May apparently throws everyone's math skills out the window. The difference, of course, is that these shows both made official and public announcements
and-
about the mistakes and corrected the math, as well as the true holder
Oh,
of the
wow.
win.
So they, okay.
Yeah,
As of
yeah,
the
yeah.
making of this video, SBS and the show have made no such announcement. In fact, the only acknowledgement the show gave to the controversy were public tweets that seemed to passive-aggressively mock the
Wow.
group and the fans for the loss of the first win. And that was that for 2019. 2020.
Okay.
So what's up with Dreamcatcher now?
Yeah, this guy came out in
Based on sheer numbers
2020.
alone, Dreamcatcher is a decently successful group. Their continued sales presence puts them just under Lovely's, AOA,
Oh,
and Idol.
nice.
Given their commercial sales and consistent comeback rate, I feel comfortable saying that they're not going
Oh,
to
that's good to hear.
Yeah, honestly.
It could be that this underrated
keep
narrative
them-
comes
wanna
from a
keep
lack of
seeing them do
blockbuster
amazing
success
things.
internationally or top 3 status, and as such causes them to fall into
Look
the
at that
shadows
move.
of the eyes
Whoa!
of many
Yeah.
fans.
Yeah.
It could also be, and this is my personal hypothesis, that many of the struggles Dreamcatcher has gone through point out a distinct attempt by shadier parts of the industry to stifle the growth of an unconventional group. The industry thrives on convention, unfortunately, and deviations from the norm are often denied, sabotaged, or shut down entirely.
I hope they
And yet,
get
despite
international.
all that,
like-
Dreamcatcher
Yeah,
has
yeah.
survived to today. Dreamcatcher are something of an utter fascination. Ever since they first appeared as minx, they have been doing some serious parkour to keep in the game. Rolling, flipping, and flat out vaulting over Disbandment like they're in the goddamn Olympics. It's pretty damn impressive, I think. So here's to you, Dreamcatcher. Right now, you might be K-pop's Leonardo DiCaprio, but you are by far some of the most unkillable players in the game. Though I still have questions as to what you did to that.
Oh, I'm
outfit.
looking forward to that as well.
Dreamcatcher have announced a Japanese comeback this upcoming March, and let's hope that both means
Oh.
actual
Yeah.
March and more success in Japan.
Actual
Go get 'em, girls. That's
Yeah.
all from me this time. Best of luck to Dreamcatcher, and I'll catch you guys later.
Damn, man. All right,
Yo,
first of all, thank you so much for that amazingly well put guide. Like, you know,
Honestly,
it was
that
so
was amazing.
engaging.
It was very, very engaging. Like literally like watching a documentary.
Yeah.
Like your voice is so clear, explaining everything like right from the
Yeah.
beginning. It was actually so fun to
I
watch.
was
It was
entertained.
so fun.
I was fully entertained.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Mera, for that amazing video.
Yeah.
And wow, man, yeah, Dreamcatcher's been through a lot.
I was gonna say that, man, right from the beginning, like before Dreamcatcher, as
Yeah,
Minx,
yeah,
they
as
went through a
Minx,
lot,
yeah.
and then you know, like a rebranding is not an easy thing to do, man. Like there's
Yeah.
promotions that gotta come with it, there's planning, there's adding the 2 new members they needed to do as well,
Yeah, the
changing
whole
the entire
design,
design, changing
yeah.
the theme of like how they are in terms of songs and all that kind of thing, the sound they're going for,
Yeah,
and
I
they did
won-
all of that.
I wonder how they found Hantong and Gayon as well. Like,
Yeah.
I wonder
Oh
how
yeah,
that-
exactly.
yeah.
How did the applications happen? All that
Yeah,
kind of stuff.
yeah,
Right? You know, how did they
yeah.
get picked and all that?
Yeah.
But either way, so glad they
Yes.
joined because Dreamcatcher is amazing. Love all the songs. We heard a few snippets of songs that we haven't
Yeah.
heard before.
Oh my god, you know, so I was trying to mentally not like listen to the songs.
So you can listen to it properly,
man,
right?
when we
Yeah.
actually do the listening parties and that. But oh my god, they sounded amazing.
They actually
bro.
did.
And the choreos as well.
The way that they have their choreos with the songs they do and the sound that they have
Yeah.
is literally just a
It's
blessing. to us.
mesmerizing. It's
Yeah.
mesmerizing as
Blessing.
well. You can't help but like just watch. You're like
Yeah.
in awe.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
god, it's crazy. And again,
Yeah.
of course, so we are like fairly new to the K-pop industry
Yeah,
and stuff,
yeah.
so we don't know much.
We
about,
don't really know about the
music
kind of
shows and
exactly,
voting
and the kind of
process
things that
across the-
happens in the background. And of course, it looks like maybe something might have happened, but again, everyone can do their own research.
I
as
mean,
well,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
So-
Like the video said itself.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know,
It's
encourage
not
everyone
up to us
do-
exactly. It's not
yeah.
up to us to come up with conclusions for everyone else.
Well,
you
yeah,
know.
no way.
Yeah.
So we just observed and
Yeah.
consumed this
Yeah,
content.
exactly.
And that was
exactly,
that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, of course, huge shout out to Everglow as well for winning that because, of course, they worked really hard for that win too.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
And then
Like-
Dreamcatcher, I really hope they do get a win as soon as possible.
Odai,
Because
Odai,
manifest. Because Odai, amazing comeback, and Dreamcatcher is an amazing group, very, very talented. We love them. We've
Yeah.
seen the guide as well, and their meme video. They're just hilarious. They're so lovable, guys.
I do have to confess, I've been watching a few meme videos on my own
Yeah,
time as well.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, like not the main like meme videos I get,
Yeah.
but just here and there,
Yeah, here and there,
clips
yeah.
and that.
You got clips, isn't it? They're amazing. They're honestly amazing. So huge shout out to them. Much love to them as well. And I really, really hope they get the win they deserve very soon.
100%. Yes, guys, thank you so much for watching. And again, just a reminder, if you would like to watch all of our Dreamcatcher videos and early access and all of our reactions to Road to Kingdom, link to our Patreon will be in the description below.
Guys, if you're new and you want to catch more Dreamcatcher reactions and you want to join us on Road to 50k, be sure to hit that subscribe button and also turn on notification bells. You're always up to date with all the videos that we do.
Alright, guys, should be an awesome from Velo City.
Catch you in the next video. Peace!